pussy clot not follow me for. One, yes, the blood clot borrow. To protect your soul.
I'll be bucking them like Palace, puffing on my chalice. True say I'm an addict, 24 Cali, don't make me have to grab it.
The sister said, if a man has sex with his wife, is it a sin for him to not put his sperm in her?
Salakia, give Matthew Sunderland a hand. Matthew, I was trying for Kem to answer, but Judas only deceived himself. Judas didn't even deceive Christ. Christ knew Judas was a traitor sitting in a room with him.
That's right.
Christ knew it, and he told the rest of the 11, he said, ye are all clean except one. He said, one of you all not clean. And that was Judas. You get the point? But anyway, go ahead. Let me get the sister question. She said,
if a man has sex with his wife, is it a sin for him not to put sperm in her?
That's not a sin. All right, that comes from the Christian church, right? The Christian church, Christianity comes from the white man. Christianity is the mark of the beast. It is white supremacy.
That's right.
White men only have use for a woman when it comes to impregnating her. White men are not black men. Black men have sex with women for fun. You understand? We get some dragon stout. What's that thing you like to drink, Karathia?
Magnum for me. So that.
You get some Magnum, or you might be like Dumgobar. You get some fruits and pineapple and go lift up the whole goddamn gym and come home and make baby. You get the point? Black men, we have fun with our women. White men, by and large, a woman is convenience. It's a beard. It's something they wear in public. It's the ideal look. You have a wife. She give you 2 kids. Meanwhile, you having sex with the boys in the office. That's why white women always, the typical white housewife is drunk, always drinking wine, always seeking the attention of some other man because her husband don't want her. From white culture, a woman was only supposed to be used for procreation. So they found a scripture in the Bible that sounded like if a man pulls out of his woman before he ejaculates or let his seed fall on the ground, that it was a sin, not understanding that scripture was talking about brotherhood. Anybody knows where it is? Give me Onan.
Come on, sir, I got it here. Genesis 38 and verse 8. And Judah said unto Onan, go in unto thy brother's wife and marry her and raise up seed to thy brother. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his. And it came to pass.
That's the last one. I ain't stopping you no more.
Genesis chapter 38 and verse 8. And Judah said unto Onan, go in unto thy brother's wife and marry her and raise up seed to thy brother. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his. And it came to pass when he went in unto his brother's wife that he spilled it on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his brother.
Right. Now, pull the law for me about if a man has a wife and he dies without giving her seed. Now, to the sister's question, in specific, the sister asks a question. If a man has sex with his wife, is it a sin for him not to put his sperm in her? It's not a sin for him not to do that. That's a form of birth control. You might want to have sex with your woman because she's gorgeous. You might want to have sex with her because that tail is insane. You might want to have sex with her because you drank 12 Magnum like Karathia and you need somebody to put all that energy. For whatever reason, children may not be one. You might want to have sex with her and not result in children, and you don't want to commit abortion. So what? You might wear a condom. The sister might go on birth control, or you might just old school way pull out. It's an old school way of doing it. You just time it, you pull out, bang, nobody get pregnant. You all don't have to worry about nothing later. Right? Give me the scripture I want.
Deuteronomy chapter 25 and verse 5. If brethren dwell together, and one of them die, and have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger. Her husband's brother shall go in unto her, and take her to him to wife, and perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her. And it shall be that the firstborn which she beareth shall succeed in the name of his brother which is dead, that his name be not put out of Israel.
Right? This here is social responsibility and brotherhood. The Lord put this law of brotherhood in there. Whereas if you're a woman, you have a husband, he dies without you having any seed. The first person who would have the responsibility of taking you in would be his brother. And let me tell you why. It might sound weird because we grew up in a twisted society. But in Israel, a woman who already had a man is not desirable.
Right.
In Israel, if a woman already had a man, another man would not take her.
Right.
Only in this society does, and that's what gives rise to all the adultery. That gives rise to all the single parent homes, because an option of leaving leaving who you're married to is on the table. When if black men would be honorable and say, I don't care what happened in the marriage before, I ain't touching you, you had to go back to that man, there would be more homes that are whole. You get me? There'll be more homes. So in Israel, in our pristine state, a sister that done laid with a man is undesirable. Don't nobody want her. Nobody pay no dowry for her because she's not pure. You are not her first, which matters to a man, that you are all she knows. That's what matters to a man. So in this situation here, when the sister husband dies, she is going to find it very hard to have another man take her. You get the point? Because without a man, she doesn't have protection. She doesn't have food. She doesn't have guidance. It's not like today's society where women are so independent and the white man gives women all this power. In Israel, when a sister needs a father, and after the father, she needs a husband. Once that husband dies, because of that situation, the Lord said, the person, she shall not go without to marry a stranger. Let the brother take responsibility of his brother's wife to take care of her and raise her up. And he is going to marry her at a certain time. And when they have a child, he's going to name that child after the dead brother to keep his name in Israel. And that's brotherhood. That's very brotherly and it's honorable. That's a high level of class and honor. Right. Now, with this law, what happened with Onan? Onan was one of Judah's sons. The sons before died, and this sister wanted to have a son. Onan went into her, but he did not want to raise a child in his brother's name. So he took her in lust. He had sex with her, and when it was time to impregnate her, he pulled out and let his seed fall on the floor. So he did not, the scripture says, so he would not have to make a child in his brother's name. The Lord saw that and he killed him. The Lord saw that manner of evil. The evil was not letting your seed fall on the floor. The evil was that you took this woman with no intention of keeping the brotherhood. You just took her to have sex. That's it. You just took her to have sex instead of taking her to make a child in honor of your brother. The Lord saw that he hated his brother, and he said, you know what? I'm going to kill this nigga tomorrow. And the Lord killed him. So to answer the sister's question, it's not a sin to do that. The sin is hating your brother. This is a brotherhood prayer.